For our tuna noodle casserole, we're going to need large elbow macaroni, all-purpose flour, onions, shredded cheese, peas, chunk white tuna, dried parsley, chicken stock, Ritz crackers, milk, and a casserole dish that has a 5-quart capacity. First step is to start the boiling water for the macaroni. Need about 4 quarts water. For the chicken stock, I use bouillon cubes, so I boil 2 cups water and drop in 2 cubes. As soon as they dissolve, turn off the burner. Next, I'm going to prep the onions. I take a small paring knife and cut off the top and root end of the onion. Make a small slit and remove the onion skin. I am going to do a small dice with the onion. I do this by cutting the onion in half and make preliminary slits in both directions. I then run my knife through the onion. After boiling the pasta, I drain out the water by tipping the pot and keeping the lid askew. Put the empty pasta pot back on to a medium-high burner and start melting your butter. And then add in your onions. Add some salt and pepper. And to make them cook faster, put on the lid. To make the crumb topping, I open 2 packets of Ritz crackers, put them into a plastic bag, and crumble them by hand. The next step is to make the roux. Because I don't see much melted butter left, I'm going to add a little bit more. Now I'm going to add the flour. I am going to need 5 tablespoons.
Okay.
Stir in the flour as well as you can and cook it for a couple minutes. Slowly add your chicken stock and scrape the bottom of the pot as well as you can. Then add your cup of milk. Bring this mixture up to a simmer until it starts to thicken, and then add your dried parsley, salt, a good amount of pepper, the 3 cans of tuna broken up with a fork, one quart of frozen peas. I'm using the sugar snap peas that I froze last year. The macaroni that has already been cooked, and finally 2 cups of shredded cheese. I'm using Monterey Jack, but cheddar is also a good choice. As soon as the mixture is heated through on the stove top, it's time to add it to the casserole dish. Pour everything in. Spread it out so it's level on top. And my little trick to avoid lack of liquid in the casserole is to pour a little bit of milk on the sides. Now it's time to pour the crumbled topping on top. I put the dish straight into a 400-degree oven and allow it to bake for 10 minutes, or until the crumbled topping is lightly browned. So it won't get too brown, I put foil on top and put it back in the oven.